Is it the start of trend reversal in Nifty index? Let's know in today's FMTA for 23rd of November 2024.
Welcome to Unfolding the Secrets of Elliot Wave Theory through today's financial market technical analysis and updates about weather and monsoon in India and around the globe.
FMTA for 23rd of November 2024. Welcome to a new session of a longer version of FMTA for the 23rd of November 2024. This is Vaishali Sheikh and I'm going to discuss what happened in this complete week with the Nifty index and the Indian markets. So of course we'll be discussing the currency and also the commodity, that is gold. So let's start with Nifty 50 index. Here we are. The last update that I had given was that prices have to take support of this purple line. So we are right there. It did give a shadow little bit on the daily basis, but it was not very strong. And then there was a massive pullback on the 22nd of November, that is on Friday. It was a massive pullback of around 500 to 600 points for the Nifty and looks quite positive to me. So it did take a good support and it's still in the channel. So if I want to share that what will be the positive level for it, so tomorrow not, but on Monday, that is on the 24th of November 2024, the prices have to breach this particular upper channel, that is of 23,978. So this is Nifty spot. So futures might have some different levels. So they are approximate levels, and then we need to have a good closing of say 24,200 or 300, breaching this particular upper line of this blue channel. So that would be a very positive moment, and that would be change of trend. So let's see on Monday, and we can always discuss what happened later on. And let me just zoom out once. So the green channel, it did not touch the green channel. It was quite low, so it did not. Quite a positive one. So that's for the Nifty 50 index. It needs to go above 24,200 levels and close in a positive note, at least 200 to 300 points plus. And support, if I would like to discuss, it would be the low of this particular candle. So the low would be 23,269. And then the next support would be around this particular level, that is 23,100. It's a massive support. It should not breach that support and go beyond that support. So that's the levels for the Nifty 50 index. Let me discuss the Bse. So that's the Bse Sensex. Right there, same thing. So we did see few candles in the daily basis that breached this particular level right there. So many candles are there, and then we just got this massive green one. And again, it's moving in the channel, so it needs to breach the upper channel. What would be the level of this? It's 79,461. Again, this is Bse Sensex for the spot, not the futures. So prices may change or vary depending on what platform you're using. So 79,461 is the level it needs to breach, and it needs to close somewhere above 80,200 or 300 levels. So it needs to be quite 600 to 700 points plus. Then it would be a very positive moment and we might see the reversal of the trend. That's the corrective trend. So let's wait for Monday. I will be surely back with an FMTA short That would be on the Wednesday, and we'll be discussing what happened on Monday and Tuesday. So that would just be an update if it breached the channel or not. So that's the Bse Sensex level. What will be the support of the Bse Sensex? Let me just pull this a little bit over here, and we will get the support of this channel, which would be 76,848. So around 76,840 or 830 levels on Monday and Tuesday. So that's for the Bse Sensex. Now let's look at the global market, if it's positive or not. Surely we are looking for Dow Jones first. That's the Dow Jones index or the United States New York Stock Exchange, and we see a very good positive movement right there. It did give a little bit of correction, that is the center part of this particular channel. So if I just go ahead and divide this channel into two parts, they have to be equal parts, then you can see that it did take support of this particular center line of the channel. So approximately both parts should be same. Some of the softwares do have an inbuilt channel that has 3 lines. Some of them don't, so you can manually just take care of it. So we do see that it's taking a good support. It is very bullish. There are 3 good candles, and of course, if it breaches this channel on the upper side, we will get bullish Dow Jones. Right now it looks bullish to me. So what's the level? 44,000, around 588 to 600. And yes, it has to close at least around 44,800, 200 to 300 points plus. That's for the Monday. That is on the 25th. So that's Dow Jones Industrial Average. If I just zoom out, we can see how it's just holding up a larger trend. Yes, there is a lot of movement that we see that's volatile, but there were some issues in the US elections and so many other things that are going on, war. So that's the reason why markets are quite volatile. And then we have the Hangsang market. Let's see the update. It did go beyond this particular support. Not very strong. It needs to have at least half of the body of this red candle, which it's not there yet. So I think this is the top. So this will come a little bit down. Okay, not even half. It did not even close beyond this line. So it's taking a good support of this line. Let's see if it gives a change or a reversal of this corrective trend, or if it starts with a motive one. So the support would be the low of this line, as we do have one shadow. So the low would be 19,134. That is on the 22nd November. And then we might see that it has already taken a support, and then there's a resistance of 20,334. It needs to breach this line. So what does it connect? It connects these 2 points. The point number 1 is that, and the point number 2 is this one. So if it takes resistance, then it might just carry on with the downtrend. But if it does not, then we'll see something positive for the Hang Seng market also. So very crucial support. It should not break this support. So that's it for the Hang Seng. The global markets for now, except for Hang Seng, Dow Jones and our Indian markets look positive. Now let's look at what's happening with the currency, the Indian currency, and also what's happening with the Indian currency against US dollars. So here comes the chart of it. I'm sorry. I think I will have to just a minute. So I'll just be loading that. So it's going to be USD against INR on the previous report that I had given. So here we go. It's for the 23rd November. Of course, it's been updated. Just the name is of the 16th. So here goes. I'm just zooming in. That was the larger part of the diagonal which I was talking about. So this is on the left hand side USD against INR, and this is INR against USD. So did see a good recovery of INR against USD. We can see here a bullish candle, not very strong, but at least it has started something positive because also the markets recovered. So this is also a good red candle, not very strong yet. It needs to go beyond this line for it to start a downtrend. So that would mean that we'll have a stronger rupee, and it needs to go above this line, the rupee. So let's talk about the levels here. The support of this particular line is 84.39, and it should at least give a closing of 84.30 or 32. Then it would be a good start for strength in a rupee. So this one, that's the rupee, it's right now at 1.18, and it needs to go above this particular line and needs to give a closing of at least 1.18. I will be talking about that little part that is 5.3. So that's almost 0.010 is what we are talking about, 0.010. So it's very, very minor. The movement still would be very strong. So it needs to go at least, let's say 1.185 to have a better start of uptrend. So that's for the USD against INR. Yes, Monday again. Every week, Monday and Tuesdays are very crucial for it to start with some kind of trend, and also Fridays, which are also the trend makers. So the Fridays are the trend makers. So let's see. And then, of course, we have gold. So first we'll be discussing about the Indian gold, the MCX gold. It's the gold futures. So it closed on the Friday, 22nd of November at 77,616, and as I had previously discussed, that it needs to go up from this particular candle. Already discussed in the previous session. Gold did turn after that, and a very beautiful rally it gave. So we talked about it at a level of somewhere around 73,300, and then it has pushed to 77,616 levels, which is quite massive upside of almost 5,000 points. So it's a very great start of uptrend. That's the fifth wave now. We are talking about the fifth wave. So of course, 1, 2, the third wave, fourth wave, and now we have a start of the fifth wave. Let me just draw this. So of course, we will be keeping a track of it because this is in the daily. Now, when we talk about commodity, we need to also look through it on the hourly or the 15 minutes, so that the risk is more. So we better have minute details also with us. So we can see here how it's continuously moving on the upside, and we can also remove the targets using the wave analysis, completely using the wave theory, and we can understand what would be or till where it would go. So I do have the targets with me, but we are going to follow up. Now what will happen here? Looks like it should go around 78,000 levels. So on the Monday, and maybe it might just give a good week, and we might see a new level, maybe 79. So looks up. The correction can start any moment because always the trend is not just one-sided. It might also give a little bit of correction while moving up. So that's the gold futures, MCX, and what happens with the global, that is the gold futures of the ICE, that is also the New York Stock Exchange, that is the US gold futures. Now we can see here how same trend being followed. It's the same upside. You might not even know that if this is the gold futures for the ICE market. So they both look very similar. Let me just zoom out this one, go in the daily and show you how they look same. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth wave, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth wave. Same, the indecisive candle. The level here was 22,544 and we are looking at 2,712, almost 200 points. Almost. So good movement. That's $200. So very good movement there. So even the gold is positive. Now both are positive, the Indian markets and the gold futures, and looks like the currency is strengthening. It has started at least, but like I said, there are some levels that it needs to breach. That's the currency again. So let's wait, let's see what it does. And that's it for today. This is Vaishali Sheth signing off for Alpha.
Kindly like, share and subscribe. Learn technical analysis and get specialized in wave analysis today and be your own fund manager. Why to rely on others when you yourself are aware of how to do your financial investments? Get your commodity currency and annual monsoon report. Also, we offer career counseling programs with assessment from class 8 to up till your graduation. So thank you all and see you in the next session of FMTA.